Hi everybody, my name is Michael Phillips and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about the basic equipment needed for bass fishing. We're going to cover rods, reels, lures, certain knots, and actually we're going to show you how to rig up a soft bait. Starting off, the basic thing you need is a rod and reel. A lot of people think that a rod and reel is good for any case. Depending on where you're fishing, if you're fishing open water, a longer and stiffer rod is going to be better because a stiffer rod gives you more hook setting power. A lighter rod that the tip's going to flex on more is good for underbrush areas and places like that where you need more action, where fish might be a little more sketchy to your baits. When you have a softer tip, your lures are going to swim more lifelike, like a real fish. Your reel choices. Here's a couple examples here. You have a basic spinning reel, which is very popular. That's the one I would say is used the most by recreational fishermen because it provides great casting ability and it is easy to use by everybody. Another choice, you have casting reels. Most of professional anglers use these kind of reels because they let you cast the farthest and they give you more control as far as being able to stop where your lure goes. But it is a little more difficult to use. So, like I said, personal preference is going to be up to you as far as what kind of rod and what kind of reel you want to use. Lures. Lures definitely are the most important part of fishing because when you fish, it doesn't matter what kind of rod you can use a stick in some cases, and with that stick you have to have something that the fish are going to eat. So first off, we're going to look at hard baits. Hard baits here, like this swimming bait here. This here is the diver, which allows the lure to actually swim at a given depth. This one swims about 2 to 3 feet. So when this swims, it's going to give a lifelike swim ability with these treble hooks here for a fish to bite. A couple more fast action lures, spinner baits. These are very popular in the summertime when bass are very active and they like to go after some of the faster lures. Another one here, the swimming jig. There are tons and tons of types of these. Everybody has their own one they love. Some people say they don't work. Some people swear by them. That's just something that you have to learn from experience. Now, soft baits are the most common and I would say the most effective kind of bait for bass fishing. I have here a trick worm, which was the original type of worm that was ever used. Small lizards. These are going to come in every kind of size, shape, and creature that you can come up with. Crawdads, lizards, worms, things you've never even heard of that don't even look like anything that resembles an animal. Fish will bite it. It's just whatever they want to see. Now, with these soft baits, you have to know how to set them up and how to make them swim properly. Here I have a worm that is set up properly with a Texas rig. Now, with a Texas rig, you're going to have your hook coming in the point and facing the opposite direction of the natural curve of your tail. This way, when you swim, you have your line that swims straight, and this is going to be twirling. If this doesn't line up correctly, then your lure is going to be twisting like this. And when you get line twist, you're going to screw up your line coming into your reel. Now with this, you always have a sinker, unless you use the weightless ones, which I've never found to be effective, so we're just going to toss those out. But with this is going to allow the line to sink. Now you always want to make sure with this you cover up your knot with the head of your worm because you don't want your sinker to get caught on that knot. This sinker is supposed to be a free-floating sinker on your line, so that's the way you always want it to be. So really, what it comes down to is you have to get out and you have to try all these different kinds of lures because when you try these different lures, you're going to get to what you love and what you like. And you might fish one thing and you have another fisherman who wants to fish 10 different things every time he goes out until he hits one. But you know, there's people who swear by certain things and they swear off certain things too. So I would say to everybody who wants to learn about these different types of setups to go out and go fishing and enjoy the sport. Thank you.